and welcome to episode 20 now of the Redseapodcast. This is Dennis, as always, and as weird as it is, this episode is relatively early compared to most of the ones that are at night, because that's that's happening because I have places to be, sadly, so this is gonna be a bit more rapid fire. For whoever missed the episode that was 2 days ago, if I'm not that mistaken, I am officially back. I've been back for a couple of days now, and last episode I managed to get through most of the football news I've missed, and today I'm gonna tackle the end of the rest of the football news, get through the basketball moves, and then just a rapid fire through the moves of the volleyball, the water polo team, etc. for whoever doesn't follow those. But first, if you like what you see, of course, do follow what the banner is saying. Like and subscribe here. It helps the show massively. The return episode, last episode, is by far the most viewed episode of the show, and I am so grateful for that. And I hope that I can give you all good enough content and information for us to just keep growing and growing as I aim, of course. The episodes, as you guys saw, go up on Spotify as fast as I possibly can. Of course, Twitter is the platform that gets the most attention and the fastest updates. Uh, Instagram, of course, gets as fast of updates as possible. I now have sort of a collaboration on Instagram, and my posts go up uh, along with another account. And the platform that I've promised to be more active on and find a plan for, and I will keep that promise, is TikTok. So the show is basically everywhere, mostly managed by me. Uh, and yeah, do follow anywhere you want, do comment, message, anything and everything. Inquiries, questions, advice, anything is accepted and anything will be responded to as fast as possible, honestly. Um, there are a lot of plans going forward this week. We'll probably have two more shows, I would guess. Uh, and I am gonna keep working through some stuff in the background. Uh, from the 26th to the 30th of the month, there will probably be no shows for those 5 days, but updates will be relatively normal because I won't be in Piraeus. Uh, yeah, I think that's about it. I have to start the show, of course, with the official now news as reported yesterday that Youssef El Arabi has now either made the trip or is making the trip to Cyprus to finalize his move to Apoel. Of course, one of the greatest strikers to have ever played for this club. Arguably the greatest of the modern era of this club, up with one or two others. Our all-time top European goal scorer, and I don't think anyone could ever imagine such a perfect ending for a player like that. Uh, Wishing him the best is what player couldn't agree. I think even that's an understatement that he is an absolute joy to watch. Honestly, whichever team you support, at least in my opinion, wishing him the best is the least that we all can do. And as I said, his name will forever be written in the most golden of letters in our history. Yes, exactly. This man entered the pitch and a goal would almost 100% be scored. Even in his last season, of course, he scoring the sixth against Maccabi, having a couple of other goals, playing an impact even with the role he has now. There aren't any words to describe this player, this guy in general, just such an important part of our history. And as I said, the most perfect ending to a 5 year fairy tale as possible. Uh, and we were lucky to have witnessed it. His whole tenure in this club. We were very lucky, and I am extremely grateful to be able to say that I did witness his entire tenure here. With that, and Hossein Uba continuing uh, to Basakse here on a permanent deal. I'm not aware if he's leaving as a free agent or if we sold him. If they bought him out from the loan, I am not aware. Transfermarkt says he is a free agent, so I don't know. Uh, and of course, the move that I didn't touch on because I honestly don't think it's worth touching on that Madi Camara has moved to PAOK. Our entire 1920 team the main starting 11 that was is gone now, which is insane. But yeah, uh, just a thank you to Youssef El Arabi. That's all I wanted to say. And I'll move on to that with uh, the basketball announcements that I have the most to say for, obviously, and it's not just tens and tens of announcements like they are for the Erasitexni. Starting off with an announcement that is gonna hit a lot of the green fans that Barzokas has renewed with Olympiacos, of course, until 2026. Uh, just showing justice to the man that showed so much love and loyalty for this team, setting up not only opposite fans, but quote unquote fans of our own that were calling for him to go, that called him stubborn, useless, and anything. And of course, with his first words, he showed the passion that he always has, and just a movie that gives us hope for what's to come, and a movie that I honestly am very happy about. And that I hope uh, to see him just like I think many of us do in in our bench until he stops. Honestly, uh, because he's I think one of the main pillars of this organization in general, and it was more than justified for him to be our coach in the 100th year of this club. Um, After that, we immediately move on to a return that I have a lot to say about, that I have said a lot about. For most of these announcements, I have put up posts the day I came back and the day after. So if you do want to see those words, do go and check out Twitter and Instagram. I'll start linking those in the description after a while. And I've been wanting to do that, but I constantly forget. And that return is the return of Tyler Dorsey. Uh, No, Tyler, I've openly said I didn't want him to come back, and I do stand by my words that I am very iffy and very on the fence about his return. But as I also openly said, I will be so happy to be completely ridiculed, like I was, for example, with Vande Bora in the football department. I will be the happiest to to see the best dose I can give, and I will be the happiest to see him give that best for, of course, a longer tenure this time, and not to have the same story that we did with the NBA contracts and then him returning to Fener and stuff like that. Uh, Fener is an example, of course. I doubt he will, as much as the parallels are there. Uh, I doubt Dorsey is like that. Dorsey, I do have a loyalty problem with Tyler Dorsey because he's shown that he does love this team. Dorsey just has don't know how to place it without sounding stupid. Uh, Dorsey has some weird ambition process, and I just hope I'm proven very wrong on the things I've said. And of course, I be the first to lift my hand up, say I was so wrong, and to support him fully. Uh, then, then it's a move that I'll use similar words like I used with Stamenic in the football department, and that is Luka Vildoza coming in as a free agent from Panathinaikos. And I do think that this is going to be a very underrated pickup. I do think that he's going to play his role perfectly. For those of you who know me a bit more, that you know that while he was at Red Star, I liked Luca a lot, and I do think he's gonna help the team a lot. He's shown that he wants to get back to his best. He's shown that he wants to win more, and he wants to play a bigger part in winning. And I do believe in him a lot. I think we're gonna look back at this move and say that we've been very pleasantly surprised. And I generally always liked his play, his playing. I liked his talent a lot, his way of playing. Uh, Now, a small rant, a small rant, and that is about a moment to remember, of course, the the Yorgos Praidesis celebration that will happen on Friday, the 6th of September, starting 9:15, uh, with the jersey retirement. And now the rant part of that whole celebration. I don't know. You know that if I don't want to terribly so into political issues. I don't want to touch on them when I don't have to. My beliefs are my beliefs, and anything else is anything else. I'll use my platform when I need to use my platform. But I don't know why Maccabi is the friendly opponent for that night. I honestly have no clue why we chose Maccabi. And for those of you who still think that Maccabi isn't connected uh, to everything Israel is doing, I'll just point you back to the picture that the Maccabi account had posted of the Israeli soldier with the Maccabi uh, thing, like I am holding right now. Uh, so yeah, even if it's last second, I'm really praying that that night is truly a celebration and we switch opponents. I hope Predator at least says something. I really do. Uh, then is a movie that I really don't have a lot to say for. It's a movie that I've been proven very wrong about in the worst way possible because I thought Luke Sigma coming in last summer would help the team. I thought Luke Sigma would cover some of our problems that we had faced. Never thought he was gonna replace Vezenkov, of course, but I really believed in that move, and I don't know why. Luke Sigma, of course, wouldn't say failed miserably, but certainly didn't reach expectations, and now he's gone. We do thank him for what he did, and of course, wish him the best. There is no reason to not wish a player that never caused any drama the best. Uh, but he had no reason to be here. I don't think Papas will end up coming back. In the end, there was an article this morning, but we'll see. I'll get to that. Then an announcement that I am extremely happy about, even happier than I am for Vildoza, with the team on the 6th of July making official that we did go forward with signing Keenan Evans, who is expected to be back around January or February, if I'm not that mistaken. Uh, a healthy Evans is, in my opinion, without an overstatement, one of the best guards in Europe, and with Vildoza covering him, of course. Vildoza has his own role, but with having Vildoza into the guards until he's back, I feel like will give him even more time to properly recover and rehabilitate. And I feel like a player like that will give his all and bond. I feel like us signing him while he has such a serious injury and seeing what he can do when he's healthy helps even more with the bonding of player and club and player and fans, of course, because everyone has shown the best of the best type of support that we could, at least everyone I've seen and everyone I've talked to is as hype as I am for this move. And I think that's how it should be for a player like that. And as I said, a healthy Evans is a player that covers a lot of the team's issues and is a player that is in the higher echelon and the higher standard in European basketball, and I can't wait for him to be back. I honestly can't wait for him to be back. Um, I will move on to the Ethniki in a bit before I move on to the general moves in volleyball and stuff. Um, I do want to talk about also uh, one of Barjokas' assistants, of course, Yorgos Pozikas, is in Vegas for the Summer League, being invited by Quinn Snyder's Atlanta Hawks for I think it's the second year in a row, and I'm just very, very happy to see this. Not partnership, but I'm very happy to see people that love this team and have given their all to this team to have a chance to go and see how a league like the NBA fully works, to give aspects of European basketball to teams like the Hawks, but to also bring back uh, the surreal, in some cases, techniques of the NBA to us. I'm just very happy to see stuff like that. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I do believe it's very, very important, even if it doesn't get mentioned as much. Now, to talk about the Ethniki for a quick second, I'm just so happy to finally see us back in the Olympics. Spanoulis has created a team that's genuinely a joy to watch. From top to bottom. This team is great. You see partnerships like Kalathis and Walk Up working and gelling perfectly, especially in the back. You see Toliopoulos is being deadly on the shot. You see Papagiannis playing some very good basketball, honestly. Papanikolaou, of course, giving it his all. Giannis enjoying his basketball. And not all the focus just piling up on Yanis and just the jobs being shifted and distributed perfectly. And you see that this team is just gelled so well. And I can't wait to see what we'll do. It's a very, very tough group. I do still believe that Spain is our toughest opponent and not Canada or Australia. But I do believe we can do something this tournament. I really, really do. I'm not gonna touch on outside things because I do not want to. I don't think it's worth it. And I, as everyone else, think we should just give our all in supporting this team. Of course, Larajaki having an amazing qualifier as well. But yes, I think we should all just show the comment that Kalafis proved me so wrong in the comments. I have such a love-hate relationship with Nick, and that's not even talking team-wide. Nick is such a weird player because this man has such quality and he gives a lot to the SNK. Like everyone has said that Nick's give a lot. Nick's given a lot to the SNK. He still does. He always does. Maybe it's just bias. Maybe it's just me where I think Nick is very up and down. But as a pure player, like not talking forward, he's such a good guard, and he showed that. He really, really showed that. But yes, uh, of course, two names worth mentioning is Sasha Vezenkov, who has been talked about a lot. Uh, People say it's a matter of time for him to come back. People say that he wants to come back. I as well know that he wants to come back. Stuff with Toronto has been complicated. There were some words that he will be traded to the Grizzlies in the last few days. We'll see. We'll see. We'll honestly see. I do believe he'll come back, but I am no insider, nor will I ever uh, say that any information I have is 100% correct. That's why I'm saying take most of the stuff I say with a grain of salt. I am no professional, uh, but I do think he'll come back. I hope it doesn't take that much time, but I do think he'll come back. And of course, the other name that has been mentioned for a while now is Evan Fournier, who's reportedly asked for a deadline until September. And if we take the last few days, he's been linked to who was it? He's been linked to the Wizards. Uh, there has been shown interest by Washington. Um so we'll see. Honestly, it's a case I doubt a lot. Not that I wouldn't want. I love Evan Fournier. I don't think there is anyone who wouldn't love Evan Fournier in the team. But it's a case I find very, very hard to happen. Um, But as we as a time will tell, but I think it's way harder than others. Now, to finish off today's more or less rapid fire episode, I do want to get through the moves that I've missed, and it's a lot. It's mostly renewals, and I do want to get through the leave from the volleyball team that I am the saddest of, and that's Salvador Hidalgo that left the volleyball team. I disagree with this decision so much. I disagree with this decision so much. I really think we should have offered him a proper contract because he did want to stay, as far as was said. Of course, wish him the best. He gave a lot to this team. Absolute quality, game in, game out. Uh, the passion he showed was next to none, and really, just in my opinion, such a bad decision. I don't remember disagreeing with a move regarding the volleyball department and all those so much, but such a bad decision. And I hope it doesn't come back to bite us in the ass. But yes, I hope uh, Salva just succeeds wherever he goes. I hope we don't get destroyed by that move. Uh, Now, moving on. Um, what did I want to say? There it is. Another insane goodbye. Eleftheria Plevritou has left the women's water polo team after 11 league titles, 5 cups, 1 Super Cup, 3 Champions Leagues, 1 Len Trophy, and 3 Len Super Cups. 13 years. 13 years. One of the greatest that's ever played in this department. A player that gave us her all and more in this department. Truly a pillar of this team, and just I hope, same as Salva, but I hope that she finds the. I'm not aware of where she's gone. Uh, Maybe I can see. Um, no, actually. But wherever she goes, I hope that she finds equal success as she did here. Let me actually find where I was because I want to take these renewals uh, one at a time because it is a lot. Uh, Hervo Kolyanin has renewed with our coach with the men's water polo team has renewed his contract. Thanos Niklas has renewed his contract with the women's basketball team. Deserved renewals, both of them. Uh, Gustavo Bonato, another giant, both literally and figuratively, that's played for this team with a height of 215 uh, moved to us in the middle of the 22-23 season. He gave us his all, was a massive part of the Challenge Cup being won. Uh, we just thank him for everything. He showed all the love to Olympiacos in Greece and Piraeus, and he was just an amazing personality and an even more amazing player. So we thank us for everything, and of course, wish him the best. Uh, yes, volleyball team again. Uh, Madi Zelvegaziani, the Iranian 2'8", another big man. Uh, Not aware as I won't have that much info with some of these people because I haven't had the time to do my proper research. Uh, that's why I said I'll go through some of them. Uh, Dimitris Kravaritis, of course, the Greek coach of the women's water polo team, has renewed his contract. Again, such a correct move. Such a correct move. Now, one of our own that we thank very much. 4 leagues, 3 cups, and 2 Greek Super Cups. Panagiotis Karabourniotis bled red and white since he was a kid. 7 years of red and white handball, and we just thank him for absolutely everything. Uh, his family and home will always be here, and the Kara will always be one of us. Um, Petros Kadilas, the 33-year-old captain of the the team, of the handball team, has renewed his contract. Christina Siuti has renewed her contract with the women's water polo team. And then we go to another thank you. Marton Vamos. Of course, we will know him for what he did with the men's water polo team. Arguably one of the best to ever play for the men's water polo team. 2 years for titles, 2 leagues, 2 cups. Uh, Played in the final eight and the final four of the Champions League, the back-to-backs. Gave his all to the team, and again, we thank him for all he gave. Genidunias has renewed the captain for, and now I'm pretty sure a decade. I think he's reached a decade in the team. And again, this list has been an emotional roller coaster. Elena Xenaki gave her all to the women's water polo team in 3 years. She won everything. Arguably one of the main reasons we lifted the Champions League when we did. 3 leagues, 2 cups, 1 Super Cup, and the Champions League as mentioned. But moving again to positive news, Margarita Plevritou, the captain of the water polo women's team, has renewed her contract, and so has Vaso Plevritou. Uh, And moving on to another renewal, a goalkeeper that I think impressed is an understatement in the historic European run that we had this year in the handball team and in the finals against AEK. Kostas Kotanidis has earned himself, I think, a deserved renewal is an understatement. Uh, Now moving on to the men's water polo team. Marco Bijac, 3 years, three doubles, has left the team. The goalkeeper. Uh, Panayotis Georgiatos has signed a 3 year deal with the men's water polo team. Anna Spiridopoulou has renewed with the women's basketball team. Uh, Gina Labrousi has renewed with the women's volleyball team. And now, again, on to another thank you. Just 3 years, no, 2 years. I can't count. The math in my head is just broken. 2 years, two leagues, one cup, and two super cups. We just thank uh, Babis Dobris for everything he's done. Just like everyone that has been honestly a great part of this team. Uh, and yeah, now on to a very important renewal. Yanis Fodoulis, the wonderful uh, Yanis Fodoulis. Uh, he renewed with the men's water polo team. Uh, Another signing announcement is Spiros Likoudis, who has signed with men's water polo team on a 4 year deal. Um, you will forgive me for the slight pauses, but I am getting through a giant list that I wanna get fully through of. Uh, Nikos Pasias has renewed uh, with the handball team. Uh, Yes, Nijati has renewed with the women's volleyball team, the Argentinian. Now, John Gordon Perrin, the Canadian, has signed with the men's volleyball team, the big man from Canada. And now, uh, as I said on Twitter and as I said on Insta, arguably the most important renewal in handball team's history, I'd say so. As Savas, the left back, the by far MVP of last season, has renewed his contract as we all prayed and wished for. Uh, um, Another signing for the women's water polo team is Maya Raikro, the American goalkeeper with a French passport, has signed. Uh, Arenya Karlafti has renewed with the women's basketball team. Josip Peric, the Bosnian, has signed with the men's handball team. And now, a huge thanks. More than deserved thanks goes to Angel Cabello, who just gave so much to this team. Uh, Getting 2 League One Cup and 2 Super Cups. Proper mountain of a player and mountain of a man. Uh, Andrew Bushlier has the Croat defender has renewed with the water polo team. Um, Manolis Zerdevas has renewed the goalkeeper has renewed with the men's water polo team. Uh, Another renewal is Stefania Santa with the women's water polo team for year deal, as far as I am aware. Bianca Fariol has renewed with the women's volleyball team. Uh, Evgenia Kolatu has renewed the point guard has renewed with the women's basketball team. Jesus, I'm running out of breath. uh, the men's volleyball department, another deal is Dimitris Konstantinidis, the Greek libero, has signed. Fotini Tricha has renewed with the women's water polo department. Vangelis Pouros has signed with the men's water polo department. Marialena I don't want to butcher his name. Marialena Artakianou, the libero, has signed a 2-year deal renewing with the women's volleyball department. Now, two new deals. One for the women's basketball team. Kira Lambert, the American guard, has been signed for the women's basketball team. And for the men's volleyball department, Nikolaos Papagelopoulos has signed. Now, a renewal Ευτυχία Konstantopoulou, deserved renewal for the goalkeeper of the women's water polo team. Of course, another massively deserved renewal for the men's volleyball team is Nikos Zupanis. And Iphigenia Sabati also renews with the women's volleyball team. Now, Predak Vejin, the Serbian rights Inter, has signed with the men's handball department. The Aussie Abby Andrews has signed with the women's water polo department. A huge signing for the women's water polo team. Vivian Zafiriou has renewed with the women's volleyball department. Another much deserved renewal is Tonsek Stern with the men's volleyball department. And two more things, and thank God I'm done. The welcome of Luka Vujovic to the men's handball department, the Montenegrin, and the welcome of Merit Hebe, the American power forward slash center, to the women's basketball team. Jesus, God, that list was long, but I wanted to fully catch up on everything. So yeah, and I am around the time mark that I wanted to finish this off. If you all paired with me during this episode, I honestly applaud you because it was just a long read aside the start. There is a lot of amazing plans for this brand going forward, and I can't wait to show you all everything. 100-year logo coming soon by your guys' request. I checked the poll that I have up on Twitter. Again, if you haven't seen the poll, go follow me on Twitter. And it seems like you guys want the logo now, so it will be changed either tomorrow or Monday if the poll continues like it is. So yeah, thank you all so much for the incredible welcome back. So should be back to normal programming now, Gav. Yes, I'm very excited to show the new logo, honestly. Gav will be back. I just wanted to get my welcome in before planning the show properly again. Uh, can't wait to have Gav back on normally and some new people also. Guests and everything is gonna be planned as time goes on. Thank you all. And on to a very, very busy summer. See you in the next one.